don't understand what that was.
The cleavage cam.
The cleavage cam, yeah. Well, mine are under here, so they missed that all completely.
Yeah, those were not the Trump. When I said, who are the Trump supporters, I think you misunderstood me. So now I'll ask it again. Who in this audience are Trump supporters?
And don't be ashamed. You have every right to your vote, too.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
And let me just...
Nobody was ashamed. We clarified it just because...
Why would they be
we
ashamed?
wanted, yeah.
Well, let's just admit, okay, right now, I just want to say something. From those that I've spoken with that have worked for Donald Trump and that have known him for a long time, they say, this guy, I know, but they say his hiring practices and who he is, he's not a bigot. This is a man who's had more female executives that he has hired than just about anybody else. He's very diverse. He's not a bigot, and they don't know.
The face that he's putting out there and why people are voting for him is because he's a bigot.
Right, but let me just say one thing. Russell Simmons, and we were talking about this too, who's been a longtime friend of his, penned an open letter and said, Donald, I've loved you. We've been great friends. This is not you. I don't know who you are right now. And he's just encouraging him to be who he
We've
said the same thing.
What's the difference? This is what she says. This is what he's putting out there. That's what people hear. Oh, he's a really nice guy. So what?
But those closest to him say that he is not.
What Russell Simmons
Listen,
writes.
When you say Mexicans are murderers and rapists, that makes you a bigot.
That's right.
But they say he's pandering. I understand.
I hear what you're saying. He's pandering.
Actions speak louder than words.
As president, I don't want him to pander. I want him to get down to what he needs to take care of business with. I don't want him to do anything.
No,
but he's not. What he has done is he has been a bigot. Get rid of all the Muslims, close the borders. What are you? This is bigotry. Is that even a word? Bigoted, thank you. This is bigoted information.
I think it's really interesting and fascinating, and I just want to put that out there because...
I'm not sure what you're putting out there.
Because if you say that actions speak louder than words, then his actions over his career and lifetime have spoken a lot louder than
actions as we speak. He's never voted on a bill. I mean,
politically, we're talking him as a business. I'm talking him as a businessman and his hiring practices and how he's treated people.
When he runs for the manager of Arby's, I will vote for him. But right now he's running for president, and that's the problem.
By the way, can I tell you who are Trump supporters? I got this in the break. Trump supporters are younger, less educated, and not evangelical. That's the basic demographic of his supporters.
Why? Because Mexicans, blacks, and Chinese, they love him.
That's according to him.
I don't understand why that's the only people. They love him.
I think you're going to find...
Everyone has a right to their opinion and their vote, regardless of what is said at this table.
Listen, nobody is saying that it doesn't.
I don't agree with that, because what you put out there is what counts in this country, not who you hire. It's what you're saying to the American people.
So you're saying words speak louder than actions?
In this case, yes, because you're rallying people to vote for you.
I think actions speak louder than words.
And they are buying the anti-Muslim rap.
If you are correct, and you are saying he's got great hiring practices with women, then why does he have such a crappy reputation with them?
How does he have a crappy reputation with women?
Did you not hear any of it? Forget, not family, okay?
No, I'm not saying family.
The way he spoke to the young lady at the first debate.
He speaks to everyone. He's speaking disparagingly to just about everyone. He doesn't pick and choose necessarily based on gender.
Not to white males. I don't hear him saying anything about white males.
Except that Jeb isn't strong enough.
Did you look at the whole panel? I mean,
that's individuals. Those are individuals.
Pretty much white males.
Some blanket statement about white men in this country.
No,
the way he does about Mexicans and Muslims and women.
Right, I get it.
Sorry.
I get it. I'm not defending him. I just think it's really interesting.
You kind of are.
Well,
and that's her.
I think what you're trying to do is tell people maybe who are even his fans.
Side to the story.
Well, I'm trying to come out maybe you are telling his people who are his fans that actually you're not voting for who you think you're voting for. So perhaps you're trying to remove the mask of Oz for America.
I'm just trying to show his.
Well, right.
But I'm just saying there's so many people that have known him and respect him and say that this is the man that you're hearing, the man that you're seeing at the podium that is spewing some ignorant words. That's not who we've known for decades.
Well, he's a hologram. We know that.
We have said that at this table. We've known Donald forever.
Right.
And we have said this is not the guy we know. But the guy that is standing in his skin is spewing bigotry.
That's right.
And it makes him look like a bigot.
Right. But I'm just saying, it's all right. His actions speak otherwise.
Actions do speak louder than words, but when you disparage people, that's not a good thing. in a president.
Not justifying that at all.
Yeah, they do. Words do matter. And it's a good conversation.
We need an opposing view on this panel.
Well, yeah.
So
I mean,
I'm devil's advocate today, okay?
Well, that's okay. You know, it's always okay. We don't have these issues, but we can have spirited conversations at this table when we disagree, because that's what we're paid to do. That's the show.
The view.
That's the view. So.